What's up, everybody? Welcome back to almost functional 40K. So we got some more Space Wolf reveals. We've gone over those on some other videos, but that did clarify some units that I do believe we could possibly be losing, like Thunderwolves and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I'm now starting to lean toward them leaving when I was pretty sure that wasn't going to happen before. But with that being said, my idea for this video is to build a list with units I think are leaving that I've enjoyed playing, like Swift Claws and Pack Leader, stuff like that. Probably won't be in this list, but this is going to be stuff that I thought was semi-competitive or that I enjoyed playing that I believe is going away. That won't be the whole list, but that was the idea, is to get those units out on the table one last time. So that being said, the first decision you always have to make is, well, let's do this. Battle size, strike force. Oh, what's that? Why is there 3 of those? I don't know what I just did. Okay. All right, let's pause this while I figure out what is happening. Figured it out. It was under configuration. All right, so now we go to detachment. Champions of Rust, I believe, will not exist in its current form once the new book comes out. So I'm tempted to run Champions of Rust just because I really like the detachments going away. But there will be a lot of Thunderwolves in this list, which also makes me want to lean towards Stormlance. But this isn't designed to be the most efficient list. It's just to get stuff I like on the table that I think is going away. So with that being the case, we will stick with Champions of Rust, just because Stormlance will still be around after. That's kind of the thought of this list. Bjorn, not confirmed to be in or out, but I like Bjorn, so we'll put him in just in case he goes away. Harold, Storm Logan. We're going to put in Murderfang. So that's all the named. We could do Canis. Arjax got an upgrade. But we'll do that. So then we're going to go with some Thunderwolf characters. Battle Leader on Thunderwolf. Wolf Lord on Thunderwolf. We're going to go the full Thunderwolf complement here. So we'll duplicate. One of these guys is going to get the Black Death. The battle leaders are going to be Hammer, Shield. This guy will probably double Lightning Claw, just so I can use my Canis model, even though not Canis himself. Logan, Harold. I'll go back and do all the little war gear choices, picking it all out when I do it on the app for my actual, on the GW app for my actual, when I go to the event or whatever. So then we're going to do Thunderwolves. I was enjoying the 3-man, so we're going to stick with the 3-mans here. Because I was enjoying the way they play, and that'll give me some other points to put some other stuff in here. All right, what else do we think's going on? Find the Wolf Guard. Boom. All right, and we're going to want the Wolf Guard to be a 10-man. They're going to have Storm Shield combat weapon, but we're just going to do a 10-man there because points don't change for war gear in this edition. They will get a Rhino. Because even though Rhinos aren't technically going away, but most of our stuff is going to be in Tacticus. So I'm not sure how much of it is actually going to be able to ride in Rhinos in the new edition, or not the new edition, in the new book. So that's... we need to pick a Warlord just to make that click thing go away. Logan will be Warlord. All right, so that's that. So we want to add, because we want to be a decent list. So we're going to add scouts and infiltrators just because that's good mission play. I really like them in the list. It's just so the list isn't, just units that are going away, but. And that leaves us 145 points. All right, what else do we think's going away? Arjek stayed. Bjorn, we don't know. Harold's in. Crom's going away, but we're not putting Crom in this list. Lucas, same thing. Ragnar's staying. Captain. Don't really see any of these characters. Most of these are regular Marine characters. We already put the Thunderwolf characters in. Pack leaders aren't worth taking. Assault Intercessor squads. All this should still be available. Maybe we'll lose access to that to be replaced by the new Blood Claw, say with Intercessors or Grey Hunters. We'll see how that works out in the book. Let's see, Eliminators. Yeah, a lot of this is Hounds of Mordecai, I believe, will still be around. Reavers, Scouts. Skyclaws are going away, but we're not going to take Skyclaws. Wolfen. I don't normally run Wolfen, and I don't think they're going away. But we'll throw a unit in here just in some weird off chance they do disappear. We got one last game with them in. All right, so that'll leave us 70 points. So not a lot. We can take another scout squad, but I really like the lieutenant with combi weapon. Boom. All right, so this is a 2,000 point list. Still champions of Russ, so still should hit pretty hard. We still got Logan for the go turn. We got Bjorn in here. We got Murder Fang. We've got three-man wolf squads with characters. We got Yorick with the Wolf Guard that are going away. So really, other than the scouts and the infiltrators and the Rhino, which we're semi-losing because a lot of our stuff won't be able to get it now. But other than the scouts and the infiltrators and Lieutenant with combi weapon, and hopefully Yorick, everything else is going away. So I think this is, still a very solid list. No shooting. This is just all combat. But, I think I will run this at the next event I have when I get back from Thailand, which is where I'm at right now. I'll get back next weekend, so there won't be time to play next weekend, but I believe I'm going to event the weekend after that. That should be hopefully around the time we start getting leaks and drops and pre-orders for all the new Wolf stuff. And then we'll have hopefully a better timetable of when stuff's actually going to come out. But that's it. That's the list. It's a nice, quick little video. Just something I was thinking about doing. But with that being said, like, share, subscribe, all that cool YouTube stuff. It really helps me out, helps me get this content out to other Wolf players, and just incentivizes us to keep doing this stuff when we get interaction, and just shows that people are watching and we're not just on here talking to ourselves. But thank you. Have a good night, and